Hello, everyone. Welcome to Snap Take. This is Glazer of Snap Judgments, the official podcast of Marvel Snap Zone. I am joined by the one and only Savage Yeti. We are winding up the Snap Judgments League. We have two guaranteed Kings of Swiss that have won their pods. The other six pods are going to have a one-game playoff, so that's going to be next week's video. We're going to cover a bunch of one-game playoffs, but we've got one deck that went straight through undefeated, only undefeated in its pod, and we'll show you who it beat. And then we've got another that is undefeated so far, but still has to win a one-game playoff. How you doing, Yeti? You excited to talk about these?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm actually happy to be knocked out of this tournament so I can just enjoy these games.
In fairness, I did not compete because I had my big vacation last week, and I knew like scheduling would have been a complete nightmare. But just the quality of gameplay for these, I think we've got some new stars looming in Marvel Snap. Let's get to that first deck. All right, our first deck is Looping Moon's Thanos Balls. This is a deck you've seen before, right? This is the Thanos deck that's been everywhere, except it cuts Magneto for Cannonball. What do you think about that change?
I am not a big fan of Cannonball, but any innovation and any change to Thanos decks to make them a little bit more unique, I'm all for. So I don't even know if I bought him, and I don't think I've tried Cannonball out at all, so I'm excited.
So you need to try him in just good stuff shells. What I'm learning, I've played a lot of Cannonball, is the lockdown stuff is fun but inconsistent. But in general, good stuff shells, people fill lanes just on their own way more than you think. And like, it's really hard to play around Cannonball. Like if they can figure out what lane you're not filling at all, right? Like you've got like very few cards there and they've just got something big and they feel like they're winning. Cannonball's this huge power swing. I think he's been really, really impressive.
Yeah, I think I'll have to give this deck a shot. I haven't played Thanos in a few weeks just because I've gotten tired of it. So maybe I'll try it in this shell and see how it goes.
Well, we have an OTA next Thursday and then a patch the Tuesday after. So one of those two should finally shoot the Titan in the head.
Hopefully.
All right, let's get to some replacements. So this is the undefeated king of the pod. This went did not lose. This is Looping Moon, I believe. I'm gonna actually double check that really fast before I sound. Yeah, Looping Moon. Looping Moon has won multiple King of the Hill tournaments. Looping Moon's apparently a great Marvel Snap player, and I'm really happy that everyone's gonna get to know them right now. In Looping Moon's pod, and like this is my advertisement section straight up. This is me telling you that the next Snap Judgments League you need to join because Looping Moon came out, not a streamer, came out on the top of a pod featuring Fothor Newman, Schnirp, Drewberry, KX4N, Revis, and hey, it's you, Yeti.
Yeah.
So
he dominated our pod.
He dominated the pod. Like, and that's like not a weak pod by any means. None of the pods are weak. They were really, really strong. But just being able to dominate and completely be the only undefeated is really cool.
Yeah, it was fun watching. I think him and Drew Barry were battling towards the top both weeks. So I was curious who was going to win. And yeah, fun pod.
All right. So Hope is now in every Thanos deck. Please get Hope. Yesterday, at a random part in the video, I'm giving away last free Hope because I think everyone should have freaking Hope Summers. It's like the most important card in the game right now.
Yeah, I agree. I think she overperformed, but she was a lot better than I thought she was going to be.
I had her like third on the season, fourth on the season, something like that. I don't remember if I had her or War Machine third or fourth, but I went Cannonball Mockingbird 1-2, and then I had Hope. I ended up with Pixie in last, which surprised me, but what are you gonna do? Pixie's underrated. All right, Mockingbird is irreplaceable at this point. Like Mockingbird is what really pulls Thanos over the top because up 3-9 is a lot. If you didn't have Mockingbird, I think I'd try Gladiator. Is that completely crazy?
No, I think that's fine. You're just looking for some stats. But I can't believe how many times we've said insert X card has put Thanos over the top in like the last couple months.
Well, Thanos is like the top is now all spilled all over the floor. There's just like a mess on the floor because Thanos is so far over the top.
Yep.
All right, you need Thanos for the Thanos deck.
Yep.
All right. Cannonball or Cull can be Magneto, Professor X, Dino. These are all fine. I did not write Alioth because Thanos has so many freaking high series cards and I ran out of space. Please run Alioth. Alioth can also be Professor X, Dino, or Magneto.
Yeah, I like those swaps.
All right, Jeff Mobius can be Luke Cage, Kara, Swan, or Armor. I'm starting to like Luke. I think Luke is going to go into Thanos decks next month unless they kill it quickly because we're seeing a lot of toxic stuff as an answer to things.
Yeah, I will say that Mobius is like borderline irreplaceable. He's replaceable because he's just kind of a tech card, but in today's meta, I think he is very necessary.
Yeah. Also, just because magic is everywhere, be careful with your reality stone. You can play it early if you have to, but you might want to end up saving it. All right, turn by turn. This is real simple. We'll go through this relatively quickly. We've got draw stone. Turn one. There is a fire outside, and the fire trucks are a booming. I'm really sorry if anyone can hear that. Turn one is a draw stone if humanly possible. There are no other ones. Turn two, Mind Stone is like your key play. Mind Stone on turn two is a snap condition. That's better than other stones, which is better than Jeff, which is better than Psylocke. The only time you're playing Psylocke on turn two is if you can cheat your way into a turn three call, which means you played a stone on turn one. Turn three, Hope or Mockingbird, because if you go Stone, Mind Stone, now you can play Mockingbird for three, which is just, I mean, if you go Stone, any stone, you can play Mockingbird on three. Hope or Mockingbird, I tend to prefer Hope, but getting out of 3/9 is pretty damn good before they have a chance to Mobius you. Or Psylocke, and if you're Psylocking, you're basically trying to go into Vision. At that point, turn four, Mockingbird, Call or Vision, ideally on Hope, for if Hope is out. If not, you're playing Hope and a stone, and you're just ramping straight into 6. Turn 5, if you ramped, you play a 6 or a 5 plus a 1. So you can play Vision and then like a Soul Stone if a Soul Stone's going to do some work, for example. Or you can just drop your freaking blob. Some decks have really key turn 5s. Like if you know they're very likely to, if you've got Prio and you know that this is the turn they Annihilus, don't be afraid to pop an Eliath off and see what you get. And turn 6 is usually Eliath or Blob, or if you haven't yet, Shang and Mockingbird together is just the stupidest combo.
Yeah, I will say the only thing I would like to add here is that turn 3 Mockingbird, you should gauge if you have some more stones to make Mockingbird even cheaper. Obviously, the later you drop her, the better. But I mean, a 3-cost Mockingbird is also just really good to just drop and get some stats out. So yeah, I think that one of the things that makes Thanos really good is it is really flexible, and the turns aren't very set in stone. So
It's set in stone. All right, let's take one last look at this deck. All right, this is the meta deck until either a patch or the OTA changes it. People are playing a lot of other things right now. If you want to tech against different decks, you can change a card here or there and be totally fine. Like if you're sick of losing to Destroy, just pop yourself in armor, for example. And keep Mobius, so it's probably for Jeff, because you're not running Professor X anymore, so Jeff has a little bit less value. The power is movable because of Jeff and Vision. The power gets cheap and because of Psylocke and because Cull was already way overstated. And then you just delete their cards with Shang and Eliath. It's a mean deck. This is the best deck in set.
yeah, it's the more Thanos gets tools to, the more the deck can just adapt and drop this card, add this card, and every card it's adding and dropping are just really good. So
We are in for Looping Moon's game. He is playing against the great Drew Berry, our friend and yours. Custom card king, new card content king. Time Stone to start.
I don't like. I mean, obviously, you need to play something and draw, and you want to save the Reality Stone. But man, turn 1 Time Stone hurts.
Well, Drew Berry deciding immediately to go into Vibrant Minds and say, I don't think my opponent wants to play there. Really strong. Except that Reality Stone's about to pop out, leading to a potential turn 3 Mockingbird.
Interesting. He's also not dropping the Jeff.
Yeah. Well, we know Looping Moon has it's just a way to turn off the Nebula, and get that Mockingbird even cheaper. But we know that Looping Moon has Shang-Chi. We do not know if Drew Berry has Shang-Chi, but that Daredevil suggests that there is no. A lovely
cheap Mockingbird.
Cheap Mockingbird that can be played with Jeff, which is why you wait the extra turn for Jeff, right? Because now you can do both. Are we going to drop Jeff? Maybe no Jeff. Interesting choice.
Oh, that's
a Cosmo into a Mockingbird. Mockingbird is safe from Shang anyway, but that is not going to be a Cannonball lane.
What's the logic of not dropping Jeff there?
You don't have anything else to do on 4, fundamentally. So you're just, if you didn't draw that Power Stone, you want something to keep that Nebula small.
Gotcha.
I don't love it. I probably would have played that Jeff, but look, Looping Moon's the one rocking the face-off tournament, so.
Yeah, I can't question anything he's doing. I'm learning here.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, Shang
Ooh.
is in Drew Barry's deck. The Daredevil did not mean Shang. In fact, meant I don't think you think I have. All right, so that snap from Looping Moon looking tenuous now. But we've got likely a vision here. You have to think of vision, although there is some argument for Cannonball. The worry is that Daredevil is terrifying.
Yeah, I like the vision here. I like being
So-
able to choose rather than the randomness of Cannonball.
Interesting choice, letting that Nebula get bigger. Location. This is a Professor X protection play, saying if you want a Professor X mid, where you probably already.
Well, he's got to play it right.
Oh, right. You're right.
Yeah.
Avengers Compound. Oh, goodbye, Drew Barry. Drew Barry did not like seeing that vision. Said, ugh, can't beat that.
Was there a snap though? Was there a reason to leave?
There was. Looping Moon snapped very early.
But there was no reason to leave on turn 5.
No, just didn't want to
Okay,
deal with the
that's
bullshit.
That's fair. Maybe don't give
with
up information.
A Cosmo and a Nowhere. Interesting. Here comes a nice turn 2 Mind Stone. Is it going to be in Murder? Yep.
Guess so.
Saying I don't need that 1 power. Let's see if it comes back to bite him. I would probably play it there too.
Yeah, I guess
Here is Daredevil. Jeff! And as all good people do, we have the hip Jeff. You have the hip Jeff, Yeti?
I think I just got it actually.
Nope, you can't have just got it.
I don't.
It was a spotlight.
Oh no, I got the Rian Gonzalez.
Wait.
Jeff, I didn't get this one.
Drew Barry is playing Atuma.
That's interesting. We didn't look
Usually
at the
this
deck list before this, so I don't know what's going on in Drew.
I don't know
Barry's
Drew Barry's list now. Oh wow.
deck. Ooh.
Armor saying deal with having your cards here, which we know is good for Atuma. But Cannonball.
Wow, that fifth tower is
He's-
actually just really good. You can kick something with a cannonball. The Jeff can't go there.
Here's a Hope and Power Stone, which will give access to Thanos next turn. Ooh, Drew Barry with the snap, which changes the play.
I've been loving this undo turn button.
Yeah, me too.
Also, now Looping can use the Atuma, which is nice in the armor lane.
Oh wow, that's
Oh, geez.
ridiculous. Now you can just play. That's ridiculous. I gotta what? Jesus Christ!
I mean,
I would have snapped back. Is that a Professor X?
it is.
Yep.
I was
So
gonna say,
Cannonball. So, but now you just Cannonball Fist Tower and the game's over.
yeah.
Oh no, you have Prio. You can't.
Oh, that move that kind of hurts.
I mean, you just have a casual 17 power, potentially like 18, 19 power there.
The power of Thanos.
Yeah, that's just insane. So Cannonball not for his ability here, but because 8 power is a lot. Also, Cannonball should be Thanos here, no? Which just was seen.
Yeah.
Like Thanos is just more power, and you can still play that Soul Stone.
Yeah, I don't know why the cannonball.
Me neither.
He's still deciding.
Oh.
Well,
Okay. So I was thinking about Mobius. That can't be Thanos. Oh.
okay.
There you
Oof.
go. Win from Drew Barry with that Destroyer play. By virtue of not playing that Mobius left.
That's an interesting play. He had to call
Or
that
that
he's
Soul
moving
Stone.
the vision.
Yeah. Into the Fist Tower.
Yeah.
Yep, well played by Drew Barry. Drew Barry is very good. A lot of this tournament has. Oh wow. That's a 2/6 alive.
That I guess you're happy of the 2/6 Elias, but that's 6/4 call.
Yeah, you're just not playing it. I'll trade that for 2/6 alive. The Vats and the Time Stone into the Vats.
Spam cloning badge with Elias.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
It's tough because you
Time's
don't want to
fun.
reveal that you have it, but it's really funny.
Yeah. Nice free space stone. I would very likely be getting myself. Ooh,
And then do you move the
shoot.
monster next turn?
I would.
Yeah.
Here's a snap.
Oh,
This
man.
time,
With a Shang-Chi also.
I mean, so a Professor X into Monster Island here's back. Well, we'll never know what that was. Whatever it was, that's over. What that is. Yeah, that's the right answer. Just fuck you. Bye. Like, you know what? You have repeatable Eliath for 2/6. Let's just go home.
That was
Thanks.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, look. Like, I love that. Just immediate retreat. Fuck you. I'm not dealing with that. Just like, no. Thanks for coming, though. Nice. Really good draw. Really good draw. That means Psylocke on 2 if you draw poorly here is still a Mockingbird. Yep.
Man, Mockingbird is
Mockingbird is nuts.
very strong. I don't
Mhm.
understand. I don't even know what I ranked her for
Power
this.
Stone.
Oh, it just goes Power Stone. I guess
Yeah,
you
just
get
go
the
Power Stone,
Mockingbird
then you
anyway.
can just Mockingbird for 3 anyway. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And here's wow, that's really good.
More stones. Yeah, there's the hold on the Mockingbird. You're gonna get it.
Well, because Clintar is going to make some Mockingbird cheaper. So you're already at a one power Mockingbird.
Drewberry's not
One
playing
cost
Mobius,
one.
right? I didn't see it.
Not that we know of.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume no.
This is one of the
There's a
reasons why
snap,
in
a
our
very
breakdown
obvious.
I said Mobius is almost required. It's not
Yeah.
100%, but it is. There's a lot of Mockingbirds and
Completely.
Thanos out there.
Completely silly card right this minute.
Nebula, late Nebula.
Here's an armor, which is of some relevance, but not much. Looks to be a vision here.
Wow. And then you're going to be able to call Mockingbird next turn.
Yeah, that seems good.
That's so nuts. Oh, you're going to be able to Thanos. Well, I guess that's the same amount of power as call.
Yeah, you just call Mockingbird here.
This is tough
That's
to lose.
I mean, Jesus Christ. This has to be a destroyer from the. It's my working assumption, unless we're missing something about what's in this deck.
Man, sniping
Props
a
to
destroyer
Drewberry for
with the
playing something
Eliath.
cool, though.
Oh,
There's a
playing
Professor X
Fire.
that loses. Destroyer. That's interesting. Says I just will kill my Jeff. How do you come back against that 9 and 12 now? And you don't even win that lane because of.
Yeah, that's tough. This is going to be a retreat, right?
You have to think so. I mean, Eliath just wins too. There's so many ways to win.
Well, Eliath, you have to pick correctly. I don't know. 20
yes.
power is a lot.
I mean, you just move Vision
Yeah.
there, and then your 20 is not losing, and then you Eliath mid. 3 beats. Anything else?
I feel like I like the
Or-
Thanos play better here.
Look, I don't hate that. Yeah. So does Looping Moon. Nope. Just dancing.
It feels more guaranteed. I mean, are you afraid of like a Blue Marvel doesn't win anything?
Oh, no. Blue Marvel would be
Yeah.
best play.
I imagine it's a retreat, but we won't know until Looping hits end turn. Still thinking about it. What's your favorite play here, the Eliath or the Thanos?
I would go with the Eliath. I think the Eliath is just unbeatable. Yeah.
Oh, that's close.
And
Not
Drewberry
20, but-
is falling apart. Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble now. Wow.
And having
Either
to
play
win-
would have won, just for the record.
Yeah. Is it 3 games that he has to win now? That's gonna be tough.
Yeah, against this list.
This is probably my least favorite location. Asteroid, I hate it. It is the worst. Choosing not to play the Psylocke.
Yeah, there's nothing to play after it. I mean, I guess you can go into mock. Have to rush that. You'd rather get the vision out. Oop, second Psylocke. Now you wish you did. Oh, a goblin. We haven't seen that yet.
Interesting.
But that goblin is now on your side, making that cheaper. All right, so we got the vision because. Oh, are we going vision or are we going Mind Stone? Mind Stone and Psylocke does have much to speak for. Yeah, Mind Stone, Psylocke play.
But
2 more cards and 1 more energy.
what are you gonna use that extra energy for?
Playing Vision and Mockingbird.
You'll have enough?
Believe so. I could be wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, because Mockingbird gets real cheap.
Because the Psylocke is technically didn't start in your deck. That's the second Psylocke. Okay, that would make sense. I'm sorry, I questioned looping.
Okay, I saw it. I knew what the play was. Oh,
that is a
the
Professor X
outthought
snipe.
Professor X. No, it's not.
Oh,
Look in
that
hand.
is a Jeff. All
That's
right.
a Jeff. So is Jeff the play here? Like, Jeff and Power Stone has a lot to speak for, right? Like,
Yeah, I think that
if you
this is it, right?
Yeah, that would be it. This should be it. Jeez, great play from. I mean, this deck is completely insane, but great play from Looping Moon.
Yeah.
Sadly, we didn't get to see Cannonball matter once.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah.
Oh, just choosing to just tie an asteroid.
Yeah, saying
Did he play a Jeff mid? Oh, I guess he doesn't. I mean,
the
obviously he
second
doesn't.
Jeff, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Bye to Drewberry. Good luck playing against that absolute monster.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
I feel like he had a fantastic hand every single game there.
I mean, they're just like, as long as you see Mockingbird, every hand kind of works.
Yep. I think the only time you're really sad with Thanos is if you don't draw some stones. But even then.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Next game.
Let's take a look at our second deck. As always, we are giving away 15 season passes. I promise you we'll get to that Surfer deck right after this, but we're giving away 15 season passes. The ways to win those are you like, sub, and comment right here on this YouTube. A winner comes... Sorry, we're going to... Let's do this properly. A winner from comments is chosen from Friday to Tuesday. Yeti is also doing one of these videos. I'm going to give away a season pass for people who sub and comment on his as well. So he is doing his own Snap Judgments League video. Hit a sub on Savage Yeti Gaming YouTube. Leave a comment on the video that is mirroring this video. It's basically the same video except 2 different games. And you're also going to get a season pass from that. We are also giving away 5 on Twitter. And we usually get like 500 entries on Twitter and like a billion views. For whatever reason, the algorithm hates me this month, and I've only got like 100 entries. So if you want a season pass and like the best odds, check out the Twitter. It's at SnapJudgeCast. It'll be linked in the description to this video. And as always, we're going to give away 5 more season passes after the season begins. I like for people who didn't get those giveaways and those extra free-to-play players or players that live in countries where it's a little bit harder to afford the season pass to have their own fair shake at it. So that's what the second bunch of season passes is.
And I'm also doing, over on my channel, all you gotta do is sub, and then each video you leave a comment on gives you an entry. I'm giving away 3 season passes, and a premium mystery variant, and 2 regular variants. So we're just making it rain season passes.
Yeah, big season pass month.
Yep.
All right. This is Benjamin Roller's Surfer Rolls. Ben Roller is a friend. He's been on the podcast. He is undefeated thus far in the pod and doing a single game playoff, which we'll talk about next week. We'll see if he even plays this deck. But he has a 70% win rate in 50 games with this deck on ladder, and then it's gone undefeated in the Snap Judgments League. And I think those two in combination mean we have to frickin' talk about this deck because upon first glance, I'm like, oh, this is fine. But like, apparently, it's much more than fine. Um, Hope means that you can, if you can get hope down on turn 3, you can on turn 5 and turn 6 play 2 3s, and that's more than Sarah, right? Like that's one more 3 than you could play with Sarah, and having more 3s to get more +2s from that surfer is pretty freaking good. That's basically the gist here, besides obviously the move package, which makes your opponent's combos harder to do.
Oh wow. I actually haven't seen this list before. Seeing Silver Surfer makes me really happy.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Surfer lately. 3 different people's Surfer lists. I covered in yesterday's video Gregor's Surfer list, which is, I think, freaking, because Regis is a beast and I was away for a few days. Regis actually covered 2 Regis Kilbin, the biggest person in Marvel Snap. Also covered like the second before I got to it, but so whatever. And then someone, I think it's Raven, has a Cannonball Surfer that I've been having a lot of fun with. Like Surfer is actually really surprisingly good right now. This list sort of pops off.
I have to give it a shot. I missed back at the Surfer. I think was the first list that got me to Infinite, one of the lists. So I'm always excited to retry Surfer when it comes back around.
All right, let's take a look at some card replacements. Also, just this is your advertisement. So far, this is the one game playoff. It is with Lawfeason. We've got Lambie, Harry Manilow, Devilish, Den, Teddy Ninja, Super Tech God, Cowa Plays, and Snap Decisions all in this pod. Which, like, holy shit, winning this pod, right? Like, this pod is perhaps our most stacked. Like, just Lambie and Den alone in one pod, but, like, STG, Devilish, Parrot, like, Teddy. Like, this is nuts. Cowa and Snap Decisions are just, like, winning this pod is insane. Not that Ben has yet, because Lawfeason could completely just punch him in the face and take him out. But I think that even getting this far is super impressive.
The amount of, not just like creators that are known, because not that I'm a known creator, I'm a creator, but I'm not at a level of like Lambie or these players, but the amount of good players that are just in this tournament is kind of insane, and seeing them listed out like this is blowing my mind.
Yeah, which is, again, next month in, whatchamacallit, I don't know how months work, April. That's how months work. In April, we will be doing a regular tournament. We're going to do cash-ass prizes, big 2-day tournament, the like full shebang. And then in May, we're back with the second Snap Judgments League. So make sure you check out the Patreon, patreon.com/snapjudgments, to be invited to any of these leagues. You have to be a $1 Patreon. That's it. And that's literally just so I don't take a bath in prize money. It's true. All right. Once again, get Hope Summers. Hope is in this deck too. Hope is in like 90% of the good decks in Marvel Snap. It is, I mean, it's the most important card since Elsa. I think at this point I'm comfortable saying it's a better Season Pass card than Miss Marvel. Yep.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't think it beats out Loki, but it does beat, I think, Miss Marvel. It's making a bigger impact than Miss Marvel did, for sure.
Yeah. So it can't be better than Elsa, because Elsa got nerfed in 2 weeks. They were like, yeah. Sorry, jeez, we don't know what we were thinking there. But yeah, okay. So Shaw is the only other needed high series card here. He's a requirement. I don't think I'd play this deck without Shaw. There's ways to get comparable power to Shaw, but since Forge and America are here, like, the deck is just a fundamentally different deck.
Yeah, I think Shaw gave Surfer a tool to go really big in a lane without needing to fill it necessarily, and so it gave it another tall piece that it didn't have before.
So yesterday, just this is a complete tangent, I was in a Conquest game against like the Infinite nonsense, and they had the whole Infinite bull 40 power thing go, and I had a Shaw there, and I had Wong Mystique, and then I play Surfer in that lane, and then I played Odin, and then I had an 80 power Shaw. So I don't know,
It's a little tall.
Just a little tall. It was like, oh. It just, and it didn't fast forward, so we all got to sit there and be like, cool.
Side note, I don't know when the game decides to fast forward, but I've seen some people's plays go on forever, and it doesn't decide to.
I could not agree more. It's obnoxious. All right. Silk can be Jeff or Nightcrawler. Silk is really nice for this deck, but like by no means.
Yeah.
All right. So you can find Ben on Twitter at twitter.com/Benjamin_roller. Ben is again great. Check him out. Turn 1 is America Chavez, because America Chavez is the only one drop in the deck. Turn 2, Forge if you're going to Brood or Shaw. If not, Craven or Kingpin are generally better than Silk, because you have cards that will move. You have Polaris and Spider-Man, which will get benefit from Craven and Kingpin early. Well, if you have Silk out, there's no other benefit. Turn 3, Hope is like the play, which is why I don't love the Shaw Forge on 2 thing, because I want Hope out so badly in this deck. And that's better than Shaw, which is more or less equal to Brood, depending on did you Forge, right? Did you hit one with America? How much board space do you have based on locations? Stuff like that. Turn 4, a card on Hope and America Chavez. Turn 5, 2 3s on Hope, or a 3 and a 2. You only need to get 1 3 on Hope technically, because last turn what you're trying to do is usually Surfer and Absorbing Men. If not, you can just Surfer and, like, I don't know, Brood is fine here to fill a location. Surfer and Polaris to try and get some extra power, whatever. You're not always going to see Hope though, so like that's where your Silk comes out. You play a 3 on 5 with Silk, and then you just play 2 3s on 6. Again, you are getting the same number of 3s out with or without Sarah in this deck, and that extra power from Silk is hopefully enough to put you over the top.
Is your priority no longer Forge into Brood into Absorbing Man, or is that still?
It can't be the priority anymore. It can't be the priority anymore because Hope.
Okay, so you do prioritize the Hope over going that line.
I do, because it gets me out a whole extra 3.
Okay, that's interesting.
So, yeah, especially if I can go like 3 and America, right? Like, if I can go 3 in America on 4, I just have so much extra stuff I can do on turn 5 that I'm starting to feel good.
That makes sense.
I could also, if I double Hope on turn 5, if I play 2 cards on Hope on turn 5, I can go Forge into Brood or wow, the name is gone, or Shaw, and then Surfer.
Okay.
Just at the end of the game. So like, there's plenty of options. You could also just 3 and a 2 with 4. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
On turn 5, if you don't have Hope, you can make that be Forge. You can go, I don't know, Shaw, Forge right there, and be like, boom, let's go.
I like
I
like when there's different play lines added to decks. This looks fun.
Yeah, it's a really good deck. All right. So this is Benjamin Roller's Surfer Rules. It is really cool. I was a little surprised to see this many 2 drops, particularly Kingpin. But any excuse to play the Pirate Kingpin makes me happy.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this play out. Okay.
Looks like we've got the Uncanny X-Ben against Darth Frog. Oh, Darth Frog is really good. All right, first turn, as we see that American Java's come out. Ooh, into Hala, not what you want to see. Are we doing a Forge on 2 or a bold Silk? Silk is pretty solid in Hala.
I do like the Silk and holding the Forge for like a Brood or something.
If you top deck well, you're going to be very sad that. But I might Polaris and pull that Quinjet mid. And just be like, let's see if I can make that not a threat. The hub, we know, is a Carnage, and we got a Howard. A naturally played Howard. Yeah, now you're sad you didn't play that Shaw, right? That Forge, right? Because you doubled that Shaw.
You have to play like a...
You have to Polaris mid, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. That does suck you didn't play the Forge. That would have been nice. Yeah. Although, you can go... is it Uatu, and then Forge into Sinister London, and then play this Shaw next turn?
Yeah, I don't think you wanted it. You don't have a lot of board space because of Sinister London. Polaris going to go double Polaris, pull that Quinjet to at least get some filling on Sinister London.
It's going to pull something out immediately, though. Man.
Yeah, the same card. There you go. There is a middle Hope. Oof. Oof.
Oh.
Snap coming down from Darth Ford here, as they're very well set up to compete here.
What are you...
We going Spidey?
Play here.
Spidey into Ford Shaw. The play, I'm assuming. So Spidey mid. And plays that Uatu. See, I would not play that Uatu.
I guess he's trying to get that silk to move middle and hopefully.
Yeah, blow up the. Well, Hope won't be there.
That's
Yep,
tough.
change of plans. That Uatu play. So I really don't want anything in center select. I'd like to blow, but there's not really a way around that right now.
Yeah, this could end up bad with everything going to London.
Oh, there you go. Pulls out that Hope, which is actually pretty good now that. And Silk goes mid, but Silk is going to leave for War Machine. Never before seen.
Oh.
First time Ben has seen War Machine, and now that's rough. So it's going to have to be a Forge mid into a Shaw, right? I assume.
Yeah. Fortunately, don't have the space to get brewed out.
Mm-hmm. Depending where that second Shaw ends up, you could still do it left.
And then you got four cards in hand, so 25% chance to draw the Surfer.
Saying, no, I'm going to make myself a huge brood instead of that.
I guess this works maybe better if you don't draw the Surfer.
Could just do Hope Forge and say I can play two. That's not extra plays next turn, though, is the problem. Interesting. There's no extra play that this opens up for you, though.
Yeah, I don't.
Hope is just a decent stat card. You're just pushing that decision down the line. I guess you're just going to say I'm going to play a 14 power Shaw.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that Shaw is going to get real big.
Did they just play War Machine into nothing?
Yeah, I guess so. Is it
So this
Infinite
has to
coming
be
down?
She-Hulk Infinite, right?
Yeah.
Right, the War Machine was supposed to be on the Hope, which was going to let you play Infinite last turn, and then because it wasn't, 12 power Shaw, 26 power there. Is that enough? That is not enough, but the Infinite just straight up beating it. I guess we could have done math to realize that, huh?
Yeah, it's too much math.
Plus 20.
We have to add two
Yeah,
a bunch of times.
Although, if that Infinite went left, you still win.
Did it? Oh, yeah.
There
it
was
only
26 power.
22.
26 power left, yeah. Here's an immediate snap because of Hope Summers. My working assumption. And Kunlun, I guess. Damn good.
Ooh.
So, Darth Ford Frog says, I'm not dealing with this. Thank you.
Oh, it's so hard for me to retreat. This is why I'm not a great Conquest player. It's so hard for me to retreat on like turn one like that. My ego gets a hold of me.
The Rickety Bridge is not great for the move. Ooh, that is.
I'm always
pretty-
happy to see Elysium, and then I think that so is my opponent.
Okay.
it involves a lot of chaos, and I like it.
Are we going to go Craven and Kingpin? Looks like the answer is. A snap coming in from Darth Frog. This would be
Yeah, I think you're out of here. This is
from
not the hand
Mr.
you're looking
Rolla.
for.
I'm out of here.
Oh, Stason.
Nope. The early Hope is dangerous. No good Polaris target. But here's a nice America and
Oh,
a
there's
Hope that.
There we go.
Yeah, so you're playing Hope probably right, and then I'd play American to that bridge. Just say, let's go.
You like the Hope?
Mid? Yeah, I don't have a strong feeling over where I want them.
Yeah, my only logic is to keep some space open for things to move for Craven, but I guess you don't have
Yeah,
that
but
many
you-
move pieces. You're also afraid
Like-
to play your move pieces because of bridge.
Well, you know they're going to play in Hope, and you know you have Polaris, right?
Yeah.
So you can always Polaris over a card to Craven to give that bonus. which makes Polaris a 3/7 or a 2/7 in this case. And this could be a big draw, obviously. Nick frickin' Fury.
Wow.
What is Darth Frog playing? This is with Howard.
I'm so happy to see Howard.
Man. There's a brood you don't really want to play. But so Polaris there. Pull either Sunspot or Howard. Give it.
I don't know. I don't mind the brood play mid. I don't
Does
like
both.
stacking Polaris on there though.
Just saying, I'm gonna go Surfer Absorb Man to end the game. Beat me.
Yeah, I feel like Polaris
don't love
right
it either.
brood mid is probably the play I would make. But I guess the Kingpin, you want to take advantage of it. It's tough.
Locking that lane up. Good play. Howard is now -1. Brood filling up here.
Yeah,
And Lad. What is Lad hitting? A Quinjet. Not Loki, which is what he's looking for there, right?
yeah,
And then
he's
the
gonna
dead
have
is Zabu.
some cheap Nick Fury cards though.
It's fair.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, this is just Surfer Absorb Man. I think. Surfer Absorb Man, Shaw. Shaw mid, then Surfer mid, then Absorb Man
Yeah.
left. And I would almost certainly snap back here.
You play Surfer here. Well,
Yeah.
you snap.
You can
and
play
then
all
just-
three.
Yeah. Wait. You can't play Absorbing Man this turn.
Oh, you're right. You can.
But I
Is
do
this
think you
only
play
turn
Surfer.
5?
Yeah, turn 5.
In my head, this was turn 6. I'm sorry. That's absurd. Yeah. I don't know if I would Surfer here. I'd probably just wait.
Okay. I mean, you top deck Forge Silk and Spider-Man.
Sure.
I guess there's no reason to.
Like, you're just killing your Absorb Man then, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no advantage of playing.
So you cannot play Surfer and Rickety Bird. If he dies, he cannot be Absorbed Man.
Okay, I guess I do like this.
So, like... See, I don't love the, like, guarantee die of... Why not give yourself a chance to win for...
Yeah.
Like, you know you have enough power mid with just Surfer Absorbing.
Yeah, the Forge isn't doing a whole lot here. You don't need the Forge to win middle.
Yeah.
Turns out
There we
it
go.
won't matter anyway, but...
Yeah, too much power from the nonsense, right? But if they didn't play any... If they just went big in Hell's Kitchen...
Mm-hmm.
Although I guess you're probably...
Well, they went big
Yeah,
in Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, they did. Just didn't super matter. 15 is more than 2.
Just a
And
little.
Roller takes 4 back.
Have you played a lot of War Machine this last week?
Yes, I don't like it very much.
Really? I've been having a
think-
blast.
Just don't think 20 is enough most of the time.
I don't know what...
Ooh, that is really, really good for Darth.
That's a snap. An early snap, right? I don't know. I guess Surfer
Uh,
can put a lot of power still in the Nexus.
I mean, yeah. It can clog too reasonably well with Polaris and Spider-Man. Here's a nice early America Chavez. I'd probably snap on this though and be like, if you're gonna stay, let's make you have what you need early.
Yeah, you're kind of forcing the Surfer player to have...
Oh, Kamar Taj is really good for Surfer. I would. Yep, there's a snap. Here's a Forge, Kamar Taj, then the Brood into Nexus.
Just so much power.
Yeah. 18 power in the Nexus right away. Double Surfer looking likely. Yeah, Darth
There it is.
says thanks. I saw Kamar Taj. See, that's why you snap on one, right? You make them like say, you don't have anything right now. I've got this really great location for
Yep.
threaten.
And I think most good players would retreat when they know they're disadvantaged, even by the first location.
Mhm.
I'm not one of those players, so snap on me whenever you want.
I would. In a tournament, I retreat. Right, like in friendlies when I'm on the stream, conquest. I'm like, what do I care? I'm sticking around.
Yep.
So I think you probably drop Forge into Hope here. I would play it in Miniaturize. Oh, Miniaturize Lab is moving. Got it. Which Darth Frog does not seem to have realized.
Oh man.
I don't know. Feels like a Hope.
Yeah, just Hope into cloning bats.
Yeah, with cloning that's Hope, because then even if you down Miniaturize Lab, lose Hope, right?
Yeah.
You go second Hope, America Chavez into.
Yeah, and 6 power Hope is nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Seems nice. 2 6-power Hopes. Oh, change of plans. We're gonna say I want more Spidey.
Interesting.
7-power Spidey. Okay.
I mean, not mad at it.
I mean, look, Hope still exists, right? Not like the card stopped happening.
I always
You can also
wonder.
just play 10 billion Surfers in a row.
I always wonder when you have like cloning bats and you're playing a surfer deck. I've run into this a few times. Do you just start dropping surfers?
On 5 usually, especially with Hope. Like in my turn, he'd be Chavez Hope or Hope Chavez, because I want to be able to play 2 3s next turn, and one of those 3s is Surfer.
But you want to play the Hope and cloning bats, right? Here.
So not as much as I did last turn. To clog my hand. I guess I can clog my hand.
Oh, I guess
Yeah, I'd
bats,
probably do that
bats is
with
going to move. I was thinking you want a copy of Surfer next turn.
Yeah. Hope America. The decision is made into Vats. Here comes something. Chavez pumps something up. War Machine looks like so War Machine on 4 is always interesting because it's not going to do. It does let you into lab though. So like now I would just probably Hope Surfer. Wow, hitting Brood again with that America is huge.
Yeah, thank you.
Brood Surfer? Okay. Yeah, look, I guess you don't need Absorb Man next turn if you can double Surfer, right?
Yeah. Brood Surfer, and then you just Spider-Man Surfer or Polaris Surfer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Push it. Yeah.
So there's the snapback. As Miniaturized Lab went to 100% the right for Ben.
Yeah, big decision for Frog. If he stays in here, this is for the game. Do you stay here if you're Frog? Not knowing the hand?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Maybe not without Hope. Like, Hope into War Machine is very different.
Oh, I guess we're looking at his Twitch.
Look at that. Good job.
I should probably edit that out.
Out of time. Yeah, it's fine. Whee. Here's 1,000,000 power. A lad hits Doom. It's a good hit. Not a great hit, but a good hit.
Yeah, not
like, Doom's just not a ton of power for this matchup.
And then with the lab just blocking that extra Doom.
Shaw Surf feels fine, probably.
Is that more power than Spider-Man?
Nope, it is not. But you control where it goes.
Ah, yeah.
Although you can just play Surfer and Starlight. Totally fine there. Yeah, you do not want. This is turn 6, right? I'm not like crazy.
Yeah, this is turn 6.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Because you don't want Spider-Man to go. Pretty.
Yeah, I'm not sure what
says. I want that power there, which is fine. Saying spread out that power enough such that I will beat your bullshit.
Is there any play that wins here for Darth?
Don't believe so.
I don't think there's anything.
But they're all in, so there's no reason to.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what like those last 3 cards could be maybe that could win. I just don't think there's anything. I don't even think like a Shang-Chi something else wins here.
Yeah. There's second Iron Lad for Doom. Good play.
Wait,
Followed by a War Machine, which is just not enough.
How did that?
Slowing
Oh, I see.
And Quinjet. Does not frickin' matter though, because Jesus. All right, congrats, Ben Roller. Good luck in your final game of Swiss, and let's get to our closing. All right, certain tiers of support on our Patreon come with on-air thanks in each and every piece of content we do. So I'd like to thank Abigail Giesler, Mandatory Burnout, Cables, David G. Wingfield, Direwolf, LAB, Fawthor Newman, who's on the podcast, which will release tomorrow also. Good Dog Gamer, Inc., Jane Every, Jaden McDonaldino, who's streaming again and only lost one game in the Snap Judgments League and is a great player. Kiertix Lee, Koire, KCH, Doku, Philip Ratkovich, who just won a King of the Hill tournament, Haplo, Kenny Loggins, Rob Silverman, Juan Diego Lebed, The Bizza, Xverse V, Skippy G, Tommy Nyquist, Black Dahlia, The Great Kazoo, Jessica Gamble, Welcome to the Club, Ryan Wood, Models, Mod Extraordinaire, my former student Louis Antunes, Matt H, Mikey Hijinks, No Flex, Ocularis, Welcome to the Club, Craig Sterry, Pretty Chill, Seamus, Spike Jones, who's making content and you need to follow it. I'll drop that link relatively soon. I need to put that in a video. Two Ties, the Pirate King himself, Tucker, the Homie Min, and of course, Gunny Tournament.
Woo! Is that what the T stands for?
Nah, I don't know what the T stands for.
All right. Well,
his name is Chad, so it's definitely not that. But yeah, I think it's like, I don't know. He's an Air Force person. Yeah. All right, let's close in thoughts and get the hell out of here because we got to record some games. All right, so thank you so much all for your support. I greatly appreciate it. Check this. First hit sub and leave a comment on this video to be entered to win the season pass. Do the same on Yeti's video. That's hopefully going live around the same time, but relatively soon if not, and you can be entered to win another season pass. If you want to do some more, if you're willing to give back, check out the Patreon. Gets you access to those tournaments, all sorts of extra content. These extra sweet, these games are sweet. We'll see you tomorrow for another Snap Take. I got the Italian tournament decks. Peace.